We're moving on towards the 4:30 at Thirsk. It's a Division 2 of the 7 furlong handicap, Class 6. These are the runners and riders. The top one is Masterclass. David Nolan will be on board. 2 is Bowood, William Pyle. 3 is a non-runner. 4, One More Dream, Jason Hart. 5, Prefer the Sister, Johnny Pete. 6, Langholm, Conor Beasley. 7's a non-runner. 8, Beechwood Star, Oisin Orr. Number 9, Liberty Breeze, Phil Dennis. 10 is a non-runner. 11 is Bestie, Mark Gwynn. And 12, Profiteer. Duran Fenterman's riding that one. Let's go to Niall and Adele in the paddock.
I'm going to start with number 8, Beechwood Star, who, like the last winner, he's just very relaxed. In the warm sunshine, he hasn't turned a hair.
The majority of these horses, even those that don't, are not the jig-joggy kind of type, have got warm just because it is such a hot, muggy day. But this lad's proper professional. He's barely even turned a hair at all. He's obviously coming down since his opening mark, and I thought this kind of sharp 7 furlongs will really suit him.
Okay, we heard from Robin Ryan, assistant. He said that Oisin is going to drop in and take his time and get him to relax early. Number 1 in behind's Masterclass for Paul Midgley and David Nolan.
Yeah, just having his 3rd start for Paul. Was fairly consistent for David Simcock. He won 3 times for him. He's had numerous place efforts. He's won over 6 furlongs. This 7 furlongs is a little bit of a question mark, but his mark, ground, they all look good.
Langham deserves to win a race. You look at them form figures. He's a course and distance winner. He's drawn in stall 1. It's just 29 runs since he has actually got his head home in front.
Yeah, but that was back in 2022. But he's been knocking on the door. He's been in 2 photo finishes this year, so they've decided to put the cheap pieces on him today. So hopefully they may well just do the trick for him.
One More Dream is heading out in the white and orange for John and Sean Quinn. The last race, I can forgive him. He should have been closer, Catrick. He just had no room to open up.
Caught on the heels, and actually I really do like him. Now that I've seen him in the prelims, he's another one who hasn't turned his hair. He looks really well in his coat, and yeah, I thought that was a bit of an eye catcher last time out. He didn't get a clear run at all.
Right, we're looking at Prefer the Sister, whose cheek piece is on.
Yeah, quite consistent horse, I suppose, in defeat. Not from 5 overall, but does look capable of winning a race. I thought the trip looks fine. The cheek piece is on today for the first time.
Liberty Breeze is another one who's been knocking on the door.
Yeah, he ran really well at Catrick on his reappearance run, and he looks like she looks like she's tightened up for it. She does seem to savour best for Catrick, so it'll be interesting to see how she gets on at Thirsk here today, just on her toes as she heads out onto the track.
Profiteer behind. We'll just go left to pick up Bowood. William Pyle just got on. Bowood, number 2.
Yeah, quite a keen saw. I thought he did really well to stay on for 4 last time out, considering he'd kind of gone quite quick, and he's got quite warm in the prelims. He's got it looks like he's got a hanging bit on there, and yeah, I think he's going to need it because he seems to be quite keen. He likes to get on with things.
Okay, let's head down for the 2nd division of the Great Prices on BrezBet.com handicap.
Yeah, they're heading out and make their way to the 7 furlong start. Let's have a quick look at the market. Beechwood Star 7-2 to give Rich Fahid double. Bestie is 5-1, 11-2 Langholm, One More Dream 6s, and it's also 6s Liberty Breeze. Prefer the Sister 7s. 10s Bowood, Profiteer 11s from 9s, and 20-1 Masterclass. Let's take a look at Profiteer at Carlisle last time. This was over 6 furlongs, and Profiteer was 3rd to Edgewater Drive. Anglesey Lad was back in 2nd place. This was a step up in trip from 5 furlongs to this stiff 6, and ran on pretty well, just couldn't pick up in the closing stages. It was only beaten 2.5 lengths in the end, and steps up another furlong in trip today, so 7 furlongs this afternoon. The first time this horse will have tried 7 furlongs. He's very speedily bred. He's by Profitable out of a Pivotal mare, but they're giving 7 furlongs a go today, the Timmies, to be teamed. Duran Fenterman on board. There he is, down at the start, and at least that effort last time up showed he's in pretty good heart. We'll see whether the 7 furlongs suits him today or not in this 4:30. Let's go back to now.
Yeah, he hasn't many goes in the handicaps, and the winner of that Carlisle race is one back at that track again, so possibilities Out of stall 6, John Fentiman on board at a double figure price, that being 11-1 as they arrived down at the 7th furlong start. Didn't think this race had as much depth as the first division.
Yeah. No, I completely agree, and I think there was a real standout, wasn't there, in the paddock for that race, whereas there's not a huge standout in this race. I mean, Richard Fahey's horse, Beechwood Star, will probably be one of them, and I actually quite liked One More Dream for John and Sean Quinn. I know Soul Turf was probably back in August. That was off £3 lower, so it is on a decent mark. And I thought you could maybe mark up his performance last time out when he got caught on heels, and it was reported that he didn't get a clear run. He's been eased £2 for that, so I thought maybe he would be one. I know he's rated a lot higher on the all-weather than he is on the turf, because he seems to be much more successful on that surface. But yeah, not that I didn't think this was. I thought this was a bit more of a trickier one. But yeah, I thought Richard's horse was probably the standout in the paddock.
He's £18 lower, that split mark on turf compared to all weather. And One More Dream for John and Sean Quinn. And he will jump out of stall 10. Bestie looks to give Mark Wynne a double in the afternoon, and everyone accounts for every jockey, but he's 4 clearing the apprentice title.
Yeah, he's Bestie's. I think it's a little bit hard to probably say where we're at with him. His mark is obviously starting to fall, £7 below his opening mark. The ground, I thought, was a little bit of a question mark. One of his better runs was when he was third at Carlisle on soft ground. That was over 6 furlongs. Did look a little bit one pace. I thought the step up and trip should suit, but yeah, not quite sure how he'll handle the ground today.
Okay, just less than 3 minutes away from the start for 6th race of the afternoon. 6 of 8, Langham 6-1. A couple of times he's been home and just got nabbed on the line, no fault of his own. He's got cheek pieces on today. He's tried different sort of headgear, but look at the form figures. Even this year, 2nd, 5th, 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, 2nd, 5th. All bar one of them were at Catterick, and the other run was here when he was 5th.
The thing about him is he's quite versatile as regards to ground, and hopefully the headgear today will kind of help him get his head in front, because he certainly deserves to win a race. I know last time out at Catterick was probably a step in a backwards direction, but he's the type of horse that could easily bounce back from a lesser run. So you might have to just forgive him for that. And to be honest with you, at the prices, I think you could do a lot worse than have an each way bet on him.
Rhys Elliott was on board last time, claiming 7. Conor Beasley, who normally rides him, has won on him in the past, takes over this afternoon. Liberty Breeze next in, a homebred from the Whittaker stud. She's 3 from 29, and she'd 1 start on turf this year. Came without delay, who ran with credit, I thought, behind a well-handicapped winner in her previous race, Sunny Orange. After this race, he came out and won at Beverley. So you can make.
She seems to save her best for Catterick. Liberty Breeze, I know she ran very well on her reappearance run, and she looks like she's really kind of stripping a lot fitter for it. I always just have her in mind as one to follow whenever she runs at Catterick.
Yeah, she ran twice here. Once was her debut, which you probably can forgive, obviously, debut, but she ran twice here and never beaten a horse. No,
that's what she just seems to save her best for Catterick, and I know Thirsk can be fairly sharp, and a lot of horses that handle Catterick can handle Thirsk, but she doesn't seem to be one of them.
Okay, Bowood's a maiden after 15 starts. 6 of them were on turf, including last twice. 4th, step in the right direction actually last time out at Ayr.
I thought he did very, very well to hang on for 4th, because he didn't jump like he was going to go all that fast, but then he seems to really kind of lock onto the bridle. If he goes like that again today, he could easily nick the race from the front.
Yeah, or him and Langham could go too quick up top, maybe. We heard from that interview, Robin Ryan, that the favourite will take his time. That favourite being Beechwood Star, skipper Richard Fahey and Oceanor. Double as they continue to go forward, and the last couple going in as we head back up to Stewart and get the call.
Yeah, among those that we're waiting for now, Profiteers just sliding in. And now we're down to the last couple. A Beechwood Star about to go into stall 12 out wide, and One More Dream into 10 will complete the line. They're all in, ready, clear from the front. They're off. 7 furlongs once again. Bowood and Prefer the Sister. A little slow in getting out of the stalls. This the great prices on breastbet.com handicap. Langham, green sleeves, the first to show up. To the nose-bounded Liberty Breeze and Profiteer out wide, jostling for position. Had a slight knock-on effect to Beechwood Star, who's fairly wide from a high draw and also fairly keen in behind horses in the purple and blue, as Langham leads them into the turn. Prefer the Sister from an awkward start, recovering well in the white and black to dispute second with Liberty Breeze. Profiteer wide. Then Masterclass, the grey, who's dropped in towards midfield, racing just ahead of Bowood up the inner. Further back to Beechwood Star from One More Dream, and Bestie in a pink jacket will be just about last through halfway. Into the straight then, it's Langham who leads them in. To the nose-bounded Liberty Breeze, Prefer the Sister up the rail. Profiteer in a green jacket ridden along in fourth to the grey Masterclass from Bowood on the extreme right. Extreme left, Beechwood Star, one from the left, One More Dream. And then in behind Bestie. Inside the two, Langham is the one to pass here. Profiteer, green jacket, mounting a challenge. Beechwood Star wide has still got work on. The grey Masterclass is in the clear. Inside the furlong, Langham, Profiteer, Masterclass, Beechwood Star getting there slowly over the top, but time is running out. Profiteer has nosed ahead under Duran Fentiman. Profiteer just inching out Langham. Masterclass close up in third. Prefer the Sister disputing fourth with One More Dream, and then Beechwood Star out wide.
Yeah, Profiteer has won. Up and trip to this 3-year-old for Timmy Spin. Duran Fentiman beats Langham, placed once again for Michael Dodson, Conor Beasley, and Masterclass was third for Paul Midgley and David Nolan.
Well, you've got to feel for Langham a little bit, haven't you, because he just doesn't seem to be able to get his head in front. But Profiteer, who was only carrying the 8 stone, 9 today, and actually probably the best was his kind of last half a furlong when he was really strong at the line. Stamina seemed to really kind of kicking at that point, and yeah, he's, you know, considering that Langham had 9 stone 10, Profiteer's had 8 stone 9, so there's a big difference at the weights between the two of them.
It's only a 6th career start.
Yeah.
So
he's not the biggest. You can even see he's very narrow upsides the likes of Langham. He's not you know, he's a 3-year-old, so he looks like he's still got a little bit more maturing to do, and he just had a little bit of a roll around there under Duran when he fully went for him. A little bit green still, I think, in the